Hi, this is Henry Maloran. At a recent community gathering roundtable, a colleague specifically asked me the following, and I quote, "Maloran," she said, "can the President of the United States cancel appropriate funding already approved by Congress?" Interesting question, to which I've answered, no. The President cannot unilaterally cancel funding that Congress has approved. The U.S. Constitution grants Congress the power of the purse, meaning that only the legislative branch has the authority to appropriate or cancel federal funding. A president who wishes to cancel funds must follow a specific process defined by the Congressional Budget and Impoundment Control Act, ICA, of 1974. This act was passed to prevent a president from illegally impounding, refusing to spend money for policy reasons, a practice former President Richard Nixon had engaged in. The ICA Impoundment Control Act establishes a formal procedure known as rescission for canceling funds. Now, I will break down the 5 approaches of the ICA procedure to help you better comprehend the process. First approach is the presidential request. The president can propose a rescission by sending a special message to Congress, which outlines the specific funds to be cut and the reasons for the request. Secondly is the congressional deadline. After receiving the request, Congress has 45 days of continuous session to pass a rescission bill approving the cancellation. Thirdly is the automatic release of funds. If Congress fails to pass the rescission bill within the 45-day period, the funding must be released and spent as originally intended. This process does not give the president the final say. If Congress does not agree, the president cannot move forward with the cancellation. The key distinction: rescission versus line item veto. It is important not to confuse the rescission process with a line item veto. Fourth is the no line item veto. In 1998, the Supreme Court ruled the Line Item Veto Act of 1996 unconstitutional. That act had given the president the power to cancel specific spending items within a bill without congressional approval, but the court ruled it violated the constitutional principle that a president cannot unilaterally change a law. Fifth is the rescission requires congressional approval. In contrast, a rescission under the ICA requires a separate act of Congress to approve the spending cut. It is not a unilateral power. In summary, any action taken outside the 5 approaches cited is unconstitutional and must be legally challenged. Thanks for your attention. Please share the video with your network, and don't forget to give us a like to encourage our devotion. You should also subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when we upload new video. A reminder to continue to be safe, smart, and strong. Bye for now, and stay tuned.